Howler finds out someone has a lava rock. Okay, so it's been a while. JojoLands was on hiatus on October, and I'm kind of already late to this chapter in general. I'm late to every chapter now. Life happens, whatever. I'm excited to cover this chapter. I don't really typically, well, I don't normally do JoJo content really. This channel really isn't a JoJo content channel, even though my banner is Gyro and my profile picture is Johnny, but I just like reviewing these chapters. I like JoJo, I like JoJoLands, so I think it's fun. So even if it's not my typical content, I'm gonna make it anyways. Does it get views? It doesn't matter, it's still fun. Anyways, so this picks off with the police raiding Aunt Meryl May's boutique, and they come across some random dude named Roberts. And he says, "I'm the general practitioner of the owner, Meryl May Q, and she called me here to tell me to come to the studio." So they kind of just shoved this random Roberts guy aside, and then randomly the Mata Kudasai grabs Robert and pulls him into this room. So he gets pulled into this room where there's Usagi, Aunt Meryl May, and Paco, and it gets revealed to us that this room is actually the real room of the boutique, and the room outside of this where the police are and Robert was before is a fake room created by the Mata Kudasai. Now, it took me a while to understand what was actually happening here when I was reading the panels and whatnot. This is kind of crazy because I feel like this is pretty powerful. It got me thinking, like, how powerful can the Mata Kudasai get? Like, it can just make absolutely anything you want. So if I said, hey, I want a nuclear bomb, the Mata Kudasai would turn into a nuclear bomb. Like, I don't know. Like, this seems pretty wild. So this Robert here is here to basically just do surgery on Aunt Meryl May and Paco to surgically put back their fingers and all whatever other stuff that they lost during this fight with Ningbo and Lam Shablang. Speaking of Lam Shablang, however you say your freaking name, this cuts back to her being attacked by Bags Groove. Last time she attempted to get too close to Lulu-chan. It gets revealed that Howler is Lulu-chan's father, and then Lulu finds out that Lam Shablang is trying to betray Howler. So she attacks La Shablang with Bags Grooves, and she's basically being succumbed to Bags Grooves. And Lulu says, "Throw the gun away. You can still prove your loyalty to Howler. It's not too late. I'll save you. Either Jodio or Dragana Joestar have the lava rock, and they're both on board the mega yacht right now. Report that with your phone over there and hurry." And something that the manga doesn't really point out or no one really mentions, but what I find is really interesting about this panel is when Lulu says this, La Shablanc's stand, the nematodes or whatever, are detecting that she's lying, right? That's what's happening here. They're forming and they're pointing at Lulu, which means that Lulu's lying. So Lulu's like, it's not too late, I'll save you. She ain't gonna save you, bro. She's fucking lying. She's fucking lying through her teeth. Dude, Lulu, how old is she again? Like 9 years old? This is insane. So La Shablanc sees that she's lying, just goes full-blown John Wick and just starts spraying and praying, dude. Just like Yosemite Sam, just bam, 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 bam. She goes full guns blazing. Lulu somehow doesn't get hit by a single stray bullet. I don't know how. Then Lulu gets under this couch. She kind of gets away. And then when La Shablanc tries to kill her, she's out of bullets. And then she goes to reload and she fully succumbs to Bags Grooves. It kind of looks like she's dead here. Is she dead? Who knows? She might just be like incapacitated or something. But she's probably dead, I would imagine. Bags Grooves is kind of a really deadly stand. You know how bad or like how sucky it must be to have a stand and the entire purpose or like ability of the stand or the only use for the stand is just to hurt and kill people? Like, what does Bags Grooves do besides just actually just hurt people? So then Lulu picks up La Shablanc's phone to call her father Howler. We get sent back to Jodio and the gang on Howler's yacht where Howler appears and notices what's actually happening on his ship. He says, "What the hell is going on here? Are they dead? Why are there 2 FBI agents collapsed on my ship? And that guy over there, Yakahoma?" I kind of can't believe, I know this is whole, like, Howler's kind of like whole character. He's like some derpy, super rich guy, but he's not really that smart. But still, I can't believe how dumb, like, he kind of actually is. First of all, he sees 2 FBI agents dead on the floor. If that's not making you freak out on your, like, already, it's like, what? He's just kind of like, are they dead? Question mark? What's going on here? Dude, if that was me, I'd be like, holy fucking shit, what, dude? What? Dude, what are y'all doing, dude? Or something, I don't know, he just doesn't really seem like it phases him that much. So we're basically brought back into this fight with Jodio, Dragana, Charming Man against Key West's West and Girl that are she's trying to take the lava rock. And Dragana goes, "We've been exposed, dude. Jodio, we gotta hit the road. We're done. We gotta go." But Jodio is like, "No, I think we still have a shot here. Howler still doesn't know that the lava rock is here on the ship. And the enemy stand is hiding amongst the FBI agents. We can still steal the lava rock." Also, just another thing, and maybe I'm thinking about this too much. I know it's fiction, whatever. But like, wasn't there like a dozen more FBI agents that were there that saw everything that just happened? I mean, obviously, if they're not stand users, they wouldn't have seen West and Girl. But like, they watched two FBI agents die in front of them. How they're not taking control of the scene, they're kind of just standing around not doing anything. Anyways, I mean, whatever. Like, there's no point in like really getting into that, but I just think it's funny. Anyways, so West and Girl is on this FBI agent holding the lava rock. It's hiding in between this guy's clothes. And Charming Man uses his stand, Big Mouth he used his stand, Big Mouth Strikes Again, which is like this rock shit on his face. It's kind of cool. They kind of talk about how his stand works by the cellular level. How like his skin forms these layers and layers of like rock, and it can like remove them essentially. It's pretty interesting. So anyways, he uses his stand to shoot off this guy's helmet where West and Girl was kind of hiding in between the gaps of, and it reveals the lava rock, and then Charming Man gets his hand on it. So he finally gets the lava rock back. He says, "I got it. I took it back." And then West and Girl takes the FBI's agent's gun. He like controls his arm, which is pretty cool. Grabs the gun and then shoots Charming Man in the side. And this just obviously surprised everyone. Howler's like, "What the fuck?" The FBI agents again are like, "What the fuck?" I don't know how the FBI agents are just like standing around like random NPCs. I mean, I do get it. You know, I'm sorry. It's just weird. And Jodio, Dracana, they're like, "Holy freaking dude." And yeah, so at this moment, Howler's like, "The FBI agent just shot Yokohama? Why? Seriously, what's going on here?" Again, this is a really intense scenario or scene that's happening, and Howler's just like, the FBI agent just shot Yokohama? What's going on? Oh, there's 2 dead guys on my ship? What's going on? Like, Howler, buddy. Anyways, Charming Man just collapses on the floor, and then you can see West and Girl grab the lava rock again and dart across the floor. And Key West's plan here is basically to escape through this drain in the ground with the lava rock. And once it's in the drain, she has the lava rock for good. And then Howler says, "What was that? Something just moved along the deck into the drain. That was a stand." And right before West and Girl escapes, it starts pouring down rain. Jodio casts November Rain. Well, uses November Rain to basically stall West and Girl from retreating. It fucking attacks West and Girl. It hurts Key West physically. Also, I think my favorite panel so far of JojoLands is when Jodio is actively using November Rain, and we get these panels where like Jodio, Dragana, or whoever are like in the rain. I think it's just the way it looks is just super beautiful. I think November Rain is honestly my favorite stand right now out of like all of JoJo. I don't know. I think the design's cool. I kind of want to see November Rain physically do something, you know, like an attack or something, because of how like big he is. I feel like November Rain could do this like spinning fucking cyclone move or something, and I don't know. That's probably never going to happen. November Rain seems more of a defensive type stand, which again is pretty cool because I don't think any main character of JoJo's had just a full-blown, more defensive than like offensive, I would say. Anyways, so Howler's like, "Rain? What's going on here? It's only raining on this one part of the ship. The weather doesn't look like it's supposed to rain. This is kind of weird." He also looks up while it's raining. He doesn't see November Rain stand itself. I guess Jodio can use like his ability, November Rain's ability, without actually like sending out November Rain's physical form. I'm not sure. Stand form? I don't know how to really put it. And Jodio's plan here is basically to use November Rain to corner Key West stand and take back the lava rock. And while this is happening, we kind of get this moment where Howler is thinking to himself, the FBI agents are dead. I just saw a stand. There's this weird thing with the rain right now. And he finally, after all of this time, has this realization. He says, how many stand users are there? Are they among the FBI agents? Or are they among the bank employees? It's totally possible Key West is one of them as well. He says, right now, an enemy is moving aboard of my ship, trying to get my $50 billion. He hangs up the phone that Lulu was on the other side of, and then Lulu never reaches Howler. So again, Howler's just kind of an idiot. He thinks it's Lasha Blanc, but it's Lulu trying to contact him. And Howler says, if the enemy is carrying a lava rock they find somewhere, then it's clear I shouldn't do, no matter what kind of powerful force is at work. I can't exchange that land. That's one thing I'm not doing. There's no way in hell I'm signing those land exchange documents. The banker's brought here. And we get to the last panel of this chapter where Dragana says it looks like it's trying to escape into the pool. And Jodio is basically like, no, we're going to corner it, Dragana. If it's trying to get into the pool, if it thinks it can escape that way, it's not happening. If it goes there, we've won. And we can see Jodio Dragana approach West End Girl while it jumps into the pool. And that's where we're left off as. So it seems like Jodio Dragana are cornering West End Girl. Key West kind of looks beat up from November Rain. And that's where this chapter leads off. I really hope Key West doesn't die. I'm not gonna, like, I said, I hope Key West doesn't die. I'm not gonna lie. She's like I really like her design. I think she's pretty cool. So I kind of want her to stick around some. Her stand is pretty cool. I think the name West End Girl is kind of cool, and her name is Key West. Overall, a really good chapter. It's great to be back reading JoJo after the hiatus. So that, I mean, Araki needs his breaks, bro. That dude is busy. Even without, you know, making JoJoLands, he is doing all this other crap. So there's no really any news, I guess, on Steel Ball Run, the anime yet, or any more news about it. So we're just kind of you know, going through the motions, reading JoJoLands to come out. The new volume comes out pretty soon, and the volume cover looks really cool. I always like when the new volume comes out and we see a new cover. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think I have any other like comments on this chapter. I'm just interested in seeing where this is gonna go. I don't know, like, Jodio and Dragana are fully exposed to Howler at this point. Howler knows what the jig is up. Something's fishy. Something's going on. There's a lava rock somewhere. There's stand users on the ship. Dragana, this is while Dragana and Jodio are fighting West End Girl. Charming just got shot in the side. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, how they're going to get out of this. Like, everyone, like, they know. They know. Everyone knows, and it's like, I feel like the only way out of this is a giant, bigger fight with Howler at this point. And the FBI agents ain't doing shit either. They just watched two men die. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. Anyways, I hope Key West... I know Key West is a bad guy, but I mean, I hope she survives. I hope she gets away from this. I hope we get to see her more in the future. Anyway, thank you all for watching if you're watching this. I stream. I know I'm yapping again. I stream on YouTube here, on Twitch. It's awesome. I play video games. I play League. Do you like League? Probably not. I don't blame you. I'm gonna make other content other than like League stuff, but recently I've been into League, so you should subscribe and watch me live, and I will give you a lava rock so you can make millions of dollars. How about that? Okay, thank you. Bye.